What is up, best ones worldwide? It's the best one Dottie here, back with a brand new Nickelodeon haul video. If you're not a best one yet already, and you're into wrestling figures, Funko Pops, Nickelodeon, late 90s, early 2000s, and you want to watch me rebuild my collection, recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know the grind is real. And normally, I mostly post wrestling figure videos because that is, my number one hobby that I collect the most of. But I have a lot of Nickelodeon things that have been piling up, and I just never, find Nickelodeon stuff in one store. So I always just, keep the toy hunts, in the vault. And then I always end up, making the decision, well, my pile is getting a little too big, so let's just show off everything that I got Nickelodeon related. And with that being said, let's get it. So, a lot of this stuff that I found it at Five Below, and believe it or not, Five Below is really clutch when it comes to Nickelodeon merchandise, and you can't go wrong for $5 or less. A lot of this stuff came from there. Also, found some stuff on Amazon, and, at toy shows, and a lot of this stuff has been just piling up, so it's time to show you guys all the cool Nickelodeon merchandise I got. And starting things off, because of course, we are on the road to Christmas. We got ourselves a ad calendar here with Spongebob. Me and the fiance, we love these. So, every day, in the calendar here, there's, some, milk chocolates in there, which, you pretty much, have one every day. Something that me and, Meadow have really enjoyed doing as, a tradition every year. So I found this really cool Spongebob one, and I thought that for this year, we can, open up these, which, man, I'm a few days behind. So the next cool thing that I found at Five Below was this really cool Spongebob, figure here. I guess it's like a burping game. I don't know how you play the game, but definitely something really cool. I mostly got this for, the figure here. And it does come with, the dice, which, is pretty cool. You do get some, flowers as well with them. And I mostly got it for the figure, for the shelf. And I think that this Spongebob looks really accurate and pretty cool. So the next few items I do want to show off. I really love that Five Below is doing this. And I really hope we get more characters, in the Nickelodeon universe. And they can make them into figures like these. First one that we do have is from Hey Arnold. We got, Gerald and Arnold playing baseball together, which I think that this looks really cool. And, you can't go wrong, especially for $5. Two figures that, look so accurate. I love that Nickelodeon is doing these again, and we're going to open this up here because we are going to be, putting it right on the Nickelodeon shelf there. And look at that. There's a nice little close-up of Arnold. Looking really good. And I do love the pose that they do have him, with the baseball. That is pretty cool. And, of course, we got his best friend here, Gerald. And I do love that, Gerald here, he has the, baseball glove there. Ready to, catch one of, Arnold's strikes. But I really do like those figures a lot. And oh man, this one was a really cool find as well at Five Below. We got ourselves the 2-pack Tommy and Angelica, which I really do like these a lot. They're so accurate. I love these minifigures. I would love for them to make, Jimmy Neutron, Rocket Power, even Invader Zim, Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents. I feel like they could do so much cool lines with these. They're just such great figures, and they don't take up a lot of room, and they're inexpensive, too, which makes it even better. So here it is. We got Angelica right there. looking, all innocent and all, ready to steal the baby's cookies probably. And, whoop. And of course, we got Tommy, one of my favorite characters on Nickelodeon. He's got, his nice, star ball here. And just a great figure overall. But they are missing, like the little spikes on, the front of the hair. But, hey, I'm not complaining. This is still a great figure of Tommy Pickles. Looking good. I really hope we just continue to get more of these figures. They're so cool to find, in the wild. But so now getting back into SpongeBob, because obviously when it comes to Nickelodeon merchandise, nobody's gonna have more than SpongeBob, and there's a lot of cool things that we found. And the first thing we got here, we got these cool fingerboards here. I found these out in Long Island, New York when I was away for the big event New York, and I thought that this was really freaking cool. We get 3 of these. It reminds me of, when I was a kid, I used to play with the tech decks all the time. They were fun to, play with, during recess and stuff. And I have ADD, so, like, pretty much having something to fidget around. Tech decks were always there for me. And we get 3 skateboards. The first one we get is a cool, orange one, Nickelodeon. Nothing really on it, but that is, pretty cool. But we do get an orange, skateboard. Then, of course, we get the yellow one. We all know that is SpongeBob right there. And look at that. I really do like the decal on this. Does look pretty damn cool. And the last skateboard we have here, of course, we got SpongeBob's best friend there. We got Patrick, baby, and these are just really cool. Like, I just remember, playing with these when I was younger. And it's so cool that, like, we're getting all of this merchandise now. So, other kids, can enjoy it. Which, to me is the best part. And the next item that we do have, which I'm not going to open up for you guys because I don't have a frame for it right now. We got a really cool SpongeBob poster that I found at Five Below. I do think I'm going to put this in my back room where I have my We Are Wrestling arena. And I definitely want to wait until I do have frames. That's one of my biggest regrets with a lot of my posters growing up. A lot of them got destroyed with, thumbtacks. But they do make these pretty cool frames at Walmart that, honestly, I would love to put this one in. Moving on now to the next cool item we got here. We got a Nick 90s puzzle, which is 300 pieces. And unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to give you a time lapse for this puzzle. I'm probably going to be doing this, more closer to Christmas. Just to, get away from the phone, get away from social media. And it's something that, my, close friend, my best friend, my cousin, Joey, him and his, girl, they've been, doing puzzles and stuff lately. And it's been very therapeutic. And it's definitely something I do want to give a try because I do work a lot. I'm doing YouTube full-time, and I'm also working a job outside of it full-time. I'm always stressed out, and I hear that puzzles really do help with that. And what better puzzle to get than a Nickelodeon 90s one, which is so cool. It's got all the best characters on here. And honestly, this is going to be really fun to, set up. And I used to actually enjoy doing puzzles when I was a kid. And the next item we do have here, we have this really cool SpongeBob basketball set. And I saw this the first time, and I said, I don't need it. But then, going back to Five Below, finding this again, I had to get it. It was only $5! You can't go wrong with that. And this is just something I'm probably going to set up, in the studio eventually once I expand it. Whoop. You weren't supposed to hear that. But I do plan on, displaying this, in the future. But for now, we are going to be keeping it in the package. And I do have a really cool idea with this. Eventually. Alright, moving on now to the next, item we got here. I got this at a recent, toy show that, I did have a table at. And I was selling stuff for the very first time. I found this really cool plankton container. This is, very classic. and there's not really anything in there, but I just thought that this was just a really cool thing, and I pretty much got it for free, so I couldn't really say no to that. So shout out to, you know, the vendor there that gave me this. Just such a cool item. Very cool, and it's hard to find Plankton stuff these days. And the next item that we did get, you know, while I was at my toy show, we got this cat dog figure here, which the box isn't in perfect condition, but I got this for a very, very low price, which honestly is not bad. I do have, you know, cat dog already on my Nickelodeon shelf, but the box, you know, for my original one is perfect condition, so I do plan on putting it back in the good box and, you know, taking these out and replacing the ones that deserve to be in the good box on the shelf. So that's that. And I also did find, you know, this really cool mug at, you know, Burlington Coat Factory. You know, one of my favorite, you know, stores to go to, just, you know, to get clothes and to get things, you know, just reasonably priced. I found this really awesome Spongebob mug. It's a nice hot cocoa one, and I thought that this was really cool for the holidays, and definitely something I'm going to enjoy drinking out of. And another, you know, little item I did get that I do want to show you guys, thanks to, you know, my buddy Cam, who, you know, has made appearances here on the channel with, you know, some of my wrestling figure toy hunts. He gave me this really cool Blue's Clues van here, which I thought was really cool. You got the mailbox there, and I just thought that this is really cool. He has a lot of these old retro cars, and I am not trying to go down that rabbit hole with cars. It's never something I got crazy into, but honestly, like, this was just a really cool item to, you know, put on the Nickelodeon shelf. And the next item that we got here, we got this really cool SpongeBob desktop pinball, which I thought that this was just a really cool, unique item here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm definitely going to have to open this up and try it out sometime. Like I said before, I have ADD, and I always be fidgeting something. I'm always, you know, horrible when it comes to, you know, attention. And, you know, this here is just going to make that habit a little bit worse. And the next few items we do have here, which, you know, I also got this at the toy show. I know this, you know, video is all over the place. Just a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff I did want to show off. I found these really cool trading cards from Nickelodeon, which, honestly, I'm very excited about these. And I never had these as a kid, and I did collect Nickelodeon stuff, but just seeing these I thought were really cool, and we're gonna, you know, just shuffle through them here real quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed a time lapse.
10 seconds later.
So I will say this about the trading cards here. I really did like the SpongeBob ones a lot. I kind of wish the the Nick ones had, you know, maybe some more shows in there, like, you know, Jimmy Neutron and stuff, but these are, you know, really cool items, and honestly, like, I'm going to be looking more into getting cards and stuff going into 2024, whether it's, you know, wrestling or Nickelodeon. I don't really care for value. I just want to get things that, you know, look pretty cool. So moving on now, we have this really cool, you know, dad hat here. We got a SpongeBob one, which, you know, I really do like this a lot. It's, you know, the SpongeBob, the Imagination hat, which, you know, is pretty cool. I'm really enjoying this, you know, Krusty Krab one that I did get at Spirit Halloween, which was cool, but nice little hat for, you know, the collection. But moving on now to the next item we do have here. We have this really cool Krusty Krab construction set here. Looks like it's like a Lego type of thing, and they had quite a few of these. They had like SpongeBob's pineapple and stuff at Five Below, but I only really wanted one of them, and I think that, you know, the Krusty Krab one was the best option that I had, and honestly, definitely something I am excited to, set up. So guys, I hope you enjoy the time lapse of me setting this up. So guys, I am currently still working on this Krusty Krab thing, and you would think that this would be really easy for a $3 item at, Five Below, but yeah, I am struggling here, and I forgot, how boring Legos are, so I'm going to take a fat nap now. I'm tired. I'm fatigued.
Many minutes later.
And the last item we have for this Nickelodeon haul, the item that honestly I'm really excited about, and that is this really cool remote-controlled Spongebob Krabby Patty Mobile. I am really excited about this, and I actually got a really good Black Friday deal on this for only $20, which, oh man, I couldn't say no to it. I was working on my Christmas list. I was looking for some really cool Nickelodeon stuff, and this, I found, and yeah, I decided I'm gonna buy this for myself, and nice little, early Christmas gift to myself, and yeah, we need to unbox this, and I want to show you guys, how this works. What is up, best ones? We're here in the living room. Rare appearance in here. We got SpongeBob with the Krabby Patty Mobile here, and we're going to try him out, so here we go. I'm going to wait until the popcorn gets down from the couch. Ah! The Patty Wagon. I got it wrong. Whoop. I'm a real one. But guys, let me know in the comment section below your favorite item that I picked up in this insane Nickelodeon haul video. I try to do toy hunts with Nickelodeon, but I always find little things here and there while, I'm on the hunt. So I'd rather just do these hauls, and if you guys are enjoying them, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a best one yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. The link's down in the description below. You can go follow me over on my social medias and other YouTube pages, all that down below. And of course, to all the best ones out there worldwide, we are taking over.